Welcome, folks, to Cook Field, where your Fairfield Stags will be taking on the Peacocks of St. Peter's. This is their first meeting of the year and game one of a three-game MAC Series matchup. I'm Colin Lynch with WVOF Fairfield. Inside MAC play, the Stags are 5-1 with an overall record of 13-17. In MAC play, they are third in league standings. St. Peter's enters the game with a conference record of 4-5 and an overall record of 10-3. Their 4-5 record is helped by their sweeping of Manhattan in a previous week matchup. St. Peter's are 5-3 at home and 5-20 on the road. Fairfield should look to take advantage of this, especially with today's weather. Game time is scheduled for 3:30, originally 3 o'clock. Due to weather, it was pushed back. Fairfield, in their last matchup, dropped the game to UMass 5-12, tallying 5 in the bottom of the ninth. But the Stags will be looking to strike first in this conference matchup. The last matchup between these two teams was in April of 2022. Yes, that's right. These teams did not play last year. In a three-game series, the Stags walked away from each game with a win, with a scoring ratio of 44-21. Keeping this into account, these games were in 2022, and both teams have changed since then. Since March of 2012, St. Peter's is 4-21 against Fairfield. In the Peacocks' last matchup, they fell at the hands of Lafayette 5-6. St. Peter's was up 5-3 heading into the bottom of the ninth, but Lafayette rallied and tallied 3 to walk it off. We'll be right back, folks, as game time will be underway shortly at the hands of the national anthem. Thank you, and don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to Cookfield, as we'll be taking it away in the top of the first with pitcher number 3, Blake Helmstetter, on the mound, pitching out of the windup. And the pitch. Greco draws bunt but pulls back, and that'll be strike 1. Helmstetter, 4-3 on the year with a 3.57 ERA. His last win was against Canisius on April 5th. Second pitch is fouled down the left field line and almost hits a car passing. Sorry about the wind, folks. Helmstetter got it ahead in the count early, 0-2. And the pitch. That one just misses the outside corner. Ethan Hibbard is behind the plate after spending the last 2 days DHing. And the pitch. It's cut on, fouled to grounded to Bergman at first. He flips to Helmstetter, and Greco beats out the throw to Helmstetter at first. Greco really hustled down the line there. With the Greco single, that'll bring up the right fielder number 8, Brendan Wilson. And the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Helmstetter working out of the stretch now. He is lefty. He has a good eye on Greco at first. Second pitch is inside for ball 2. With the 2-0. That fastball is in there around the top corner for strike 1. Let's see what Helmstetter goes to here at the 2-1. And the pitch. That curveball is high for ball 3. 3-1 to Wilson here. With the 3-1. Runner's going at first. That is looped into right field. And that ball is gone off the bat of Greco. He went Oppo Taco down the right field line, and that will score 2 runs off the bat of Brendan Wilson. St. Peter strikes early here in the top of the first. That ball off the bat, you could tell that was gone. The wind is blowing out to right here, so that ball was definitely carried and helped. And the first pitch of the at-bat is out to Bushiero in right. Bushiero's on the track at the wall, and that ball is gone. That is back-to-back home runs for St. Peter's here, off the bat of Ashby Vining. There's some Oppo power coming here off the bats of St. Peter's. Both back-to-back opposite field home runs. And there will be a meeting on the mound real quick. Both pitches back-to-back in the same location. While we have this meeting on the mound, why don't I tell you who's in the field for your Fairfield Stags. From left to right, we have Lucier in left, TJ Schmalsley in center, and Matt Bushiero in right. From third to first, we have Dean Farrar at third, Luke Namera at shortstop, Zach Sellinger second base, and Matt Bergman at first. Behind the dish, we do have Ethan Hibbard, who was DHing the past 2 games. And let's see what Helmstetter can do as the lefty of Tyler Smith, the DH, steps in. And that breaking ball is in there for strike 1. lefty-on-lefty matchup. And that ball is grounded to Nomera. Thrown on to first to Bergman, and that is an out. Excuse me, that ball is grounded to Sellinger, and that will be a 4-3 put out.
Fielder, number 13, Ryan Dacey.
With the first pitch of the at-bat. That fastball is high, and that'll put the count at 1-0. Pitch 2 is a fastball, swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-1, 1 out to Ryan Dacey. And that fastball is tipped into the glove of Hibbard for strike 2. Helmstetter heading the count now 1-2 with 1 out. Let's see what he goes to here. And the pitch. That is fouled out of play. And the pitch. That ball is inside, and I'll put the count at 2-2. That ball is cut on and missed, and that'll be strike 1 for Helmstetter. Helmstetter bounced back quick after those 2 home runs with a quick put out, with a quick ground out, and then strike out. And that will bring up number 3, the third baseman, Logan Baker. That first pitch is in there on the inside corner for strike 1. And the pitch, that is a nice breaking ball that is put foul down the third base line. Helmstetter really had Baker digging for that one. Helmstetter ahead 0-2 quick here. And the pitch, that is a high fastball but taken by Baker. The count is 1-2 to Baker. Helmstetter gets the pitch count. And the delivery. That is cut on and missed for a swing strikeout. And after early trouble, 3 hits and 3 runs, Helmstetter retires 3 in a row. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we'll be back here for the Stags at bats. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Field. I'm Colin Lynch here at WVOF Radio. The Peacocks of St. Peter's tally 3 runs early in the top of the first, but in steps third baseman Dean Ferrara. And that first pitch is out, a breaking ball outside, called ball. Pitching for the Peacocks is number 18, Marcus Monroe, working out the stretch to Ferrara. Second pitch of the at-bat. That's a breaking ball looped in there for a strike. The count will go to 1-1. With the 1-1. That is fouled out of play by Ferrara. Ferrara hitting in the leadoff spot. With a 1-2. And that is looked at for a called strike 3 to Ferrara. That'll be Monroe's first strikeout of the game.
Number 5, Zach Sellinger.
With that, that will bring up the second baseman, number 5, Zach Sellinger. And the first pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Sellinger went 0 for 3 on Wednesday, but is hitting .313 on the year. And the second pitch is another breaking ball, but a little low for ball 1. With the 1-1. Sellinger rips that up the middle. And that'll be handled in center field by Greco. And that'll be a single for Zach Sellinger. That ball was ripped up the middle, folks, and there was no chance of Alex Rackus, the second baseman, getting that one. With the single, that will bring up the first baseman, number 24, Matt Bergevin. Let's see what Bergevin can do with Sellinger on at first. With the first pitch of the at-bat. That is another breaking ball on the inside part of the plate, looked at by Bergevin, called for strike 1. Sellinger with a decent lead out first. Looked over by Monroe. Monroe looks back to Bergevin. And the pitch. That is fouled in the infield, in foul territory. That will be handled by the first baseman, John Sun. That will be the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 31, Ethan Hibbard.
That will bring up the ever-dangerous catcher, number 31, Ethan Hibbard, who leads the team in average, slugging, and OPS. With the pitch. That is called a balk, and Sellinger will be awarded second base, folks. Hibbard slugging .776 on the year. Let's see what he can do with Sellinger at second base. Monroe working out of the stretch. 0-0 is the count. And the pitch. That is ripped up the middle, and that will go into center field, and Sellinger will round third and surely get home for the first run for the Fairfield Stags. You love to see that here from Fairfield, getting their first run in the first inning. Against UMass on Wednesday, they scored 5, but all in the bottom of the 9th. You love to see them get active early. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 17, Matt Buschiero. With Hibbard on first, let's see what he can do here. And the pitch. That is another first pitch off speed in their first strike. Coach St. Peter's telling their left fielders to move towards right. Buschiero likes to put them to opposite field. That ball is upstairs for ball 1. With the 1-1. That is in there on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Buschiero went 0 for 4 on Wednesday and is hitting .259 on the year. Monroe working out of the stretch. And the pitch. That is fouled out of play. You really love to see Hibbard get the first RBI of the game. He was 1 for his last 11, and you love to see him get started. with the 1-2. And he throws over at Hibbert, but Hibbert gets back in there safely. Hibbert, not a speed threat, but Monroe wants to keep him close, that's for sure. Hibbert with a decent lead off at first. And the 1-2. That's a check. And that's a check swing called a swing and strike by the first base umpire, and that will end the first inning with the Stags trailing 3-1. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we'll be right back with the top of the second. I'm Colin Lynch with WVOF Fairfield. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Field. This is the top of the second inning, and Blake Helmstead, the pitcher, will be facing the 7, 8, 9 hitters in Rackus, Sun, and Lamasino. And the pitch. That is a fastball high for ball 1. Helmstead working out of the windup. Both Sellinger and Namera on the outfield grass. And that is a nice breaking ball on the outer part of the plate for strike 1. And the pitch. That is a fastball painted on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Lefty on lefty, 1-2. The pitch. That is a fastball outside for ball 2. With the 2-2. That is grounded fair down the third baseline. Ferraro is shaded towards second base, and Rackus is going for second. There's a play at second, and that is Rackus will be in there safely as it's overthrown but backed up by Bergevin at first. Rackus hit a ground ball down the third baseline. Ferraro could not get to it. It was handled in left field by Lucier, but it was underthrown at second base. And that will bring up first baseman, number 21, John Sun. And the pitch. Draws bunt. He goes and misses, but that is called strike. Helmstead working out of the stretch with Rackus on second. Sun draws bunt again and is in there for strike 2. I don't think Sun squares around for bunt here with 2 strikes. Sellinger checking Rackus at second. And the 0-2. That's fouled back. Sun stays alive here. Helmstead went with the fastball there on 0-2. With the 0-2 once again. That is fouled down the first baseline weakly. Sun fighting up there right now. Looking to do whatever he can to get Rackus over and let Lamasino get him in. And the pitch. That is a nice pitch, but a little inside for the ump's liking. That will be called ball 1. The 1-2 with a man on second, no out. That ball is ripped into center. Schmalzli sized it up. I don't think the runner will be tagging here. And he tags from second. Fake. And Rackus quickly scuffles back to second base. That wasn't very deep, and Schmalzli handled it nicely and got that in to Nomura quickly.
The shortstop number 7, Joe Lomangino.
With that fly out to center, that will bring up the shortstop, Joseph Lomasino. With the 0-0. That is a fastball that hits the top of the zone for strike 1. Helmstetter working quickly on the mound. And the pitch. That is another fastball that paints the zone. That'll be strike 2. Helmstetter goes back-to-back fastballs. Let's see what he goes here with the 0-2. Sellinger holding on Rackus at second. Helmstetter doesn't even look him back. He wants the batter. That is a fastball high and outside for ball 1. Helmstetter, after the 3 runs given up in the top of the first, got 3 straight outs after that. And the 1-2. And that is in there on the inside part of the plate for strike 3. Sun goes down looking, and that will be the second out of the inning. Excuse me, Lomasino goes down looking. And that will bring us back to the top of the lineup for Garrett Grego, who singled to first on account of Bergevin not getting it to Helmstetter quickly enough. This will be his second at bat, and it is the top of the second. And that breaking ball just misses the outside part of the plate. Nomura giving a little word to Helmstetter, the pitcher. He's holding Rackus on at second, and the pitch. That is a nice breaking ball. It just misses the outside part of the plate. Rackus doubled to begin this inning, but Helmstetter got 2 quick outs to follow. And that is grounded to Bergevin at first, and he will easily take that himself to the bag. And Helmstetter gets himself out of a man on second with no outs and surrenders 0 runs. Don't go anywhere, folks, because your Fairfield Stags will be up soon to bat. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Field. I'm Colin Lynch here with WVOF Fairfield, and leading off for your Fairfield Stags is DH Peyton Warwick, the lefty. And the pitch from Monroe is in the dirt for ball 1. St. Peter's left Rackus stranded at second despite his leadoff double last inning. And the pitch. That is another ball outside. That'll be 2-0 to the lefty Warwick. End the pitch. That is another ball outside to Warwick. Warwick 3-0 here. Warwick hitting, even despite going 0 for 4 yesterday, he is hitting .409 on the year. And that is a ball 4. 4 pitches, 4 balls, and Warwick is awarded first base. Now stepping up to the plate, the shortstop number 2, Luke Nomura. Nomura walked 3 times on Wednesday. End the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Monroe working with the off speed, mostly 80% of the time on first pitches here. Warwick leads off first. End the pitch. That it hits the top of the zone for strike 1. 1-1 here to Nomura. Nomura batting .297 on the year, folks. He's had a sound season at the plate for a shortstop. And that hits the top of the zone for strike 2. Nomura does not like it, but nevertheless, let's see what he does here with 2 strikes. Warwick leads off first. The 1-2. That is poked to the shortstop. The shortstop throws a second. On to first. Nomura beats out the throw at first, but Warwick is out at second. And there will be a runner's interference called by Warwick at second for the slide that he did into second base. Warwick must have disturbed Roxas' throwing motion over at second base. That was handled nicely by the shortstop Lassamino at shortstop, who was ranging towards third base and threw across his body to second. That was a great bang-bang play. He almost got Nomura at first, but nevertheless, they are awarded the double play for Warwick's runner's interference. And that will bring up the left fielder, Matt Lucier, who's Rookie of the Week a couple weeks ago. And the first pitch is looped in there for strike 1. No man on, 2 outs. And Lucier grounds that to second base. High chopper, handled easily, and thrown on to first for 3 outs. Monroe worked a quick inning there. Don't go anywhere, folks, because your Stags will be on defense very shortly. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park. I am Colin Lynch here at WVOF Fairfield, and this is the top of the 3rd inning, and stepping up to the plate is Brendan Wilson, who went oppo taco in the 1st inning for his 2-run home run, scoring Garrett Greco. The first pitch of the at-bat is inside for ball 1. From the windup, that pitch is fouled back and evens the count at 1-1. Helmstetter has settled in nicely after the first 3 batters of the game. Second pitch to that bat, 3rd pitch to the bat is low for ball 2. And the pitch. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and that'll put the count at 3-1. Surely don't want to give anything Wilson nice here. And the pitch. That is a nice breaking ball that Wilson thought was inside. He almost threw his bat down the third baseline and head towards first. But never. That was a great pitch by Helmstetter. And the full count. Fastball just misses inside, and Helmstetter does not like it. He thought that was where the previous 3-1 pitch was thrown.
The catcher, number 11.
Wilson will be awarded first base, and I'll bring up the catcher, Ashby Vining. Sellinger basically playing behind second base for the righty here. And that is a nice pitch thrown in there on the inside part of the plate, looked at by Vining, called strike one. And the pitch. That is grounded to second base, but gets into right field because of the shift by Sellinger. Surely if Sellinger was playing straight up, he would have got that ball, and that could have been a double play. But Vining will take what he can, and that is situational baseball, folks. Pitch was on the outer part of the plate, and he took it the other way where the fielder was not. With that single, that will bring up the DH, number 28, Tyler Smith, the big lefty. Runners on second and first, no outs for Smith. That is a breaking ball that is tipped foul. Smith grounded to second base in his first at-bat. With the 0-1. That fastball just misses the outside part of the plate. That'll put the count even at 1-1. Nomura holding on Wilson at second. He backs off. And the breaking ball is in there for strike two. Two runners on, no outs. The 1-2 count. Helmstetter delivers. And that is fought off foul by Smith. Smith doing anything to stay alive here. Helmstetter takes a deep breath. There's a little pause in play here. Lefty on lefty matchup, folks. Nomura holding on Wilson at second. And that is a swinging strike three. Ball goes in the dirt, but since there are runners on, there will be no drop third. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Left fielder number 13, Ryan Basie.
Helmstetter went high, and Smith went upstairs to get it. That'll give us one out with a man on second and first for Ryan Darcy, the left fielder. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Helmstetter has 4 strikeouts on the day so far. And the pitch. That is a swinging strike two. What a pitch by Helmstetter. That puts him up 0-2 in the count. Let's see what he works with here. Wilson on second, Vining on first. And the pitch. That is hit over Nomura at shortstop, and he gloves that in the air for out number 2. Nomura had to come in for that one a little bit, but he gloved that nicely.
The third baseman, number 3, Logan Baker.
From no outs with 2 runners on, we got 2 outs, folks, with man on second and first. And it's up steps number 3, Logan Baker, the third baseman. And he rips that to Schmalzy in center. Schmalzy takes it on one hop. Wilson's going home. The throw to home is cut off by Bergman and is not in there. Bergevin held it in front of the mound, and Wilson will score from second on the single by Baker. Baker jumped on the first pitch he saw and sent that right back up the middle, folks. That will put St. Peter's up 4-1.
The second baseman, number 19, Alex Rakis.
And that will bring up the second baseman, Alex Rakis. That breaking ball misses outside for ball one. Finding on second, Baker on first. And the pitch. That is a nice breaking ball that is cut on and missed by Rakis. That was a really nice breaking ball that had a lot of spin on it. 1-1 here, folks, with 2 outs. Man on second and first. That ball just misses the outside corner, folks. Helmstetter does not like it. Vining being held on by Nomura at second. Bergevin not holding at first. That fastball just misses the outside. Helmstetter is not happy with himself right now. (3-1) with 2 outs and 2 on. And the pitch. That is a nice breaking ball that puts the count full. 3-2, 2 on, 2 outs. Runners will be going here, folks. Lefty on lefty matchup. Let's see what Helmstetter does here. And that is called strike 3. Down looking goes Rakis. And the Stags will escape terror that inning. Despite giving up 1, St. Peter's Peacock leave 2 stranded. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags will be right back to bat. Welcome back, folks, to Cookfield. I'm Colin Lynch here at WVOF Fairfield. The St. Peter's tally 1 in the top of the 3rd, and that will bring up TJ Schmalzley for your Fairfield Stags. And that is a breaking ball but high for ball 1 to Schmalzley. Schmalzley, number 22. Batting 9th. Ferrara, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Schmalzley cuts on and miss. He liked that one. Monroe throwing a good game here for St. Peter's. The 1-1. That misses low to Schmalzley. That'll put the count at 2-1. Fairfield looking to spark a run here. And the pitch. Schmalzley rips that down the right field line. That's got a chance of dropping. And that ball is called foul. That one I thought had a chance of staying fair. I thought that might have hit the line, folks, from my angle, but the ump thinks it was foul. That'll put the count at 2-2. Schmalzi with a good bat there. He saw that pitch outside and took it where it was needed to go. Schmalzi looking to get on to bring up the top of the order. With the 2-2. Schmalzi fouls that back and stays alive here. And the pitch. Schmalzi fouls that down the first base line and stays alive here. Monroe working on the stretch with no one on. And the pitch. Schmalzi fights that to shortstop. Schmalzi's running quickly to first and gets thrown out by half a step. Schmalzi grounds out to Joseph Lamaciano at shortstop. And that brings up leadoff hitter Dean Ferrara.
23, Dean Ferrara.
Ferrara struck out looking in the first inning. And the first pitch. Ferrara rips that towards left center. And that is a diving catch by Garrett Greco in center field. He ranged towards left center and all out dove for that ball. Ferrara gave that ball a great ride, but Greco was right on that ball. What a great play by the center fielder. And that will bring up the second baseman, Zach Sellinger, with 2 outs. With the first pitch of the at-bat. There's a ball high. Sellinger looking to get on for the 3-hitter Bergevin. That ball also misses high. 2-0's the count with 2 outs. With the 2-0. That's a breaking ball on the inner half of the plate for strike 1. With the 2-1. That is in the dirt, ball 3. Sellinger looking for a pitch to hit here in hitter's count. With Bergevin on deck, followed by Hibbert. And the pitch. That is a nice breaking ball that finds the outer part of the plate for strike 2, and that'll put the count full here with 2 outs. Three-two, 2 outs. That is a nice breaking ball in the dirt, and Sellinger is tagged out for the strikeout. What a pitch by Monroe. Don't go anywhere, folks, for we'll be right back here at WVOF Fairfield. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park. I'm Colin Lynch here at WVOF Fairfield, where Blake Helmstetter will be facing the 8-hitter John Sun. And that first pitch is a breaking ball that just misses the inside part of the plate, called ball one. Helmstetter will be facing the 8, 9, and 1 hitters this inning. And the 1-0. That's a fastball that hits the inside part of the plate for strike one. Counts even here. And the pitch. Fouled back by John Sun. Helmstetter works quickly out of the windup with the 1-2. That is grounded weakly towards second. Sellinger gets on it, tries to glove flip it to first. And Sun just beats out the glove flip from Sellinger that bounced to Bergevin. Sellinger didn't really have any other play on that besides trying to glove flip it. It did give a short hop to Bergevin, and Sun just beats it out by half a step. Sun was jammed there, and that was hit right in between the pitcher's mound and where Sellinger plays at second base. Sellinger almost has to range into the infield grass to get that. And I'll bring up the 9-hitter, the shortstop, Lamasino. Lamasino has made some nice plays in the field here today. Second pitch to that bat paints the inside part of the plate for strike one. Lamasino getting signs from his coach with Sun on first base. Let's see what happens here. Sellinger shaded towards second, and Sun goes towards second. Farrar throws towards second, even though Sun stole, but there is a play at first, and Sellinger gets the runner out at first. Sun stole second, so the ground ball to Farrar. Farrar could not beat the runner to second base, but we did get the out at first base. So Lamasino moves Sun to second base, and that'll bring back the top of the order in Garrett Grego. And the pitch. That's in there, called for strike one. Greco is 1 for 2 on the day, beating out an infield single in the first. With the 0-1, he draws bunt, pulls back. That is ball one. That was outside. St. Peter's looking to play a little small ball to get another insurance run here. Drawing bunt. That is a breaking ball that just misses the outside part of the plate. That'll put the count at 2-1. Sun on second, being held by Nomura. Sellinger, the second baseman, is in the outfield grass with the lefty of Greco up. And the pitch. That is a nice fastball from Helmstetter that paints the outside corner. That'll put the count even at 2-2. Sun on second base. Lefty on lefty matchup here from Helmstetter to Greco. Let's see what Helmstetter goes to here with the 2-2. Sun dancing on second base right now. And that is grounded to Sellinger over at second. Sellinger gets it on quickly to first. That'll be handled over there by Bergevin. That is 2 outs. Sun moves over to third on the ground to Sellinger at second. That is 2 outs. And that will bring up Brendan Wilson, who has homered and walked in this game. 2 outs, runner on third. And the pitch. That is a nice breaking ball that has Wilson looking a little funny. Helmstetter did work in the windup off that pitch, even with Sun at third. Sun not being held on by Farrar. Let's see if he runs towards home here. Gets a little jog going. That is another breaking ball fouled back by Wilson. Helmstetter not even giving notice to Sun at third. He wants the batter in Wilson. 0-2 here, and the pitch. Another breaking ball, but low for ball one. Working from the windup with the man on third, the 1-2. That is a called strike 3 looking fastball that hits the top of the zone. And the St. Peter's Peacocks will leave a man stranded on third. Don't go anywhere, folks, because your Fairfield Stags will be up to bat quickly. I'm Colin Lynch with WVOF Fairfield, and don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to Cookfield. I'm Colin Lynch here with WVOF Fairfield. For your Fairfield Stags, there will be your 3, 4, and 5 hitters in Bergevin, Hibbert, and Bushiero. Up to the plate, steps number 24, the first baseman, Matt Bergevin. And the pitch. First pitch swing, he loops that over the shortstop in Lumicino, and that'll be a first pitch single for Bergevin, looking to get the Stags going here in the bottom of the 4th. That ball was roped over Lumicino. He had no chance on that ball. And I'll bring up Ethan Hibbert, the catcher. Love seeing the Stags aggressive here in the counts. Bergevin with lead off first, and the first pitch to Hibbert. Hibbert sends that to right field. That might be trouble. And that is fouled. The right fielder, Wilson, almost had a play on it. He had to go a long ways for that. But that goes up towards the fence, and Wilson does not come up with it. That'll put the count at 0-1 to Hibbert with Bergevin on first. Monroe still throwing a nice game here for the St. Peter's Peacocks. And the pitch. Hibbert swings again but fouls that back towards the parking lot. Hibbert singled in the first. He had the RBI. The Stags' lone run. Let's see if he adds another RBI here. With the 0-2. Monroe throws over to Bergevin, but Bergevin gets back safely. Monroe's been working out a stretch the whole game despite runners on or not. The 0-2 to Hibbert. That is a high fastball laid off by Hibbert. Hibbert's having himself a monster year. Let's see what he can do here for the Stags. Let's get him going. The 1-2 to Hibbert. That's outside. That's a pass ball, and Bergevin will easily take second base. Love to see another runner on base, runner in scoring position for Hibbert here. Let's see if he can get him in. No outs with maybe the best hitter in the MAC up. Two count, runner on second. And the pitch to Hibbert. That is shot to right field. Ranging back is Wilson. Wilson on the track at the wall. And that ball is gone! Home run from Hibbert going opposite field. That will put 2 more on the board for the Stags, and your Stags are down 4-3. That will be Hibbert's 13th home run on the year, putting the Stags home runs at 45, leading the MAC. Love to see that from Hibbert here. He is 2 for 2 on the game with 3 RBIs. The Stags 3 runs on the count to Hibbert, and that will bring up the right fielder, Matt Buschiero. Tough act to follow there from Hibbert, but let's see what Buschiero can do here. First pitch is a high ball to Buschiero. The 1-0. That is ripped to center field by Buschiero. Grego going back at the track, at the wall. That ball is gone. Back-to-back home runs here for your Fairfield Stags. From Hibbert to Buschiero. That'll be back-to-back home runs for each of the teams here. And your Fairfield Stags have put up 3 on the board in the bottom of the 4th with no outs. You love to see it here from your Fairfield Stags. Second pitch to the at-bat, and Buschiero takes that back to center field. That ball was crushed, folks. There'll be a little meeting on the mound, folks. You really love to see that from the Stags. Your 3, 4, and 5 hitters, you get on, you get them in. While there's this meeting on the mound, up next for your Fairfield Stags is the DH, Peyton Warwick. Now that the meeting is adjourned, Warwick will step up to the plate. Up next for your Stags is Luke Nomura, the shortstop. Let's see what the lefty Warwick can do here. And the pitch. That is a ball outside. Warwick playing the DH today. Let's see what he can do. 1-0. That's ripped to center field. Greco sizes it up. And he slides and catches that. Nice play by Greco in center field. First step's always back, but he came in and got that one on the dive. Greco has played a nice game in the field so far today. And with that, that will bring up your shortstop number 2, Luke Nomura, number 2. 4-4 here, folks. Ball high. The Stags have 4 runs on 5 hits, and the St. Peter's Peacocks have 4 runs on 7 hits. The 1-0 to Nomura. That is hit to right center. And that is gone! Another home run for your Fairfield Stags. Opposite field to right center, hit by Luke Nomura, the shortstop. And that man has some pop off the bat. You love to see it here from your Stags. Just keep adding and adding runs. What a bottom of the 4th here with only 1 out. The Stags have tallied 4. And that will put them up 5-4.
The left fielder, number 16, Matt Lucier.
And with that, that will bring up the left fielder, Matt Lucier. Righty on lefty matchup here. Righty and Monroe, lefty and Lucier. With the 1-0. That is grounded towards first base. That'll be handled easily by Sun. And that is a self put out for Sun over at first. With the ground out to first, that'll be 2 outs to bring up the center fielder, TJ Smallsley.
Center fielder number 22, T.J. Smallsley.
Smallsley 0 for 1 on the day. With the first pitch of the at-bat. That is in there for strike 1. Monroe goes with the fastball here in the first pitch. Usually been working with the off-speed to start the at-bats. And the 0-1. That's ripped by Schmalzli up the middle. Not a chance for Lomencino to get that ball. And that is a great Way to flip the order over to Ferrara. Schmalzli with the rip up the middle.
Third baseman, number 23, Steve Ferrara.
Ferrara went 3 for 4 on Wednesday and is hitting .368 on the year. He's having a great year over at the hot corner of third base. Let's see what he can do here with 2 outs, man on first. And the 0-0. That is a pass ball, and Schmalzli will easily take second. Ferrara slugging .470 on the year. Let's see if he can get Schmalzli in there and get us an insurance run here in the bottom of the 4th. 7 hits apiece for each team. Schmalzli being held on by Rackus at second. Monroe looks back Schmalzli, and the pitch. That misses low and outside for ball 2. Let's see if they can keep this 4th inning magic alive here at Cook Park. And the pitch. Ferrara rips that foul into Rafferty Stadium. That'll be the first strike of the at-bat, putting the count at 2-1. Man on second, 2 outs. And the delivery from Monroe. Ferrara rips that foul. That'll even the count here at 2-2. Working from the stretch, 2-2, 2 on, 1 on, 2 out. That is an off-speed that Monroe did not get a hold of, and that is a high ball 3. Monroe did not get the break on that ball that he wanted. Full count, 2 outs. Schmalzli on second. Ferrara the batter. The delivery. Ferrara rips that foul. He's staying alive here. Ferrara's put a lot of good swings in this at-bat. Surely Monroe might make a mistake here, and Ferrara gets advantage of it. With the 3-2 from Monroe. Ferrara battles that down the third baseline, and Ferrara will be thrown out at first. Ferrara rolled over on the outside pitch to third base, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. Despite your Fairfield Stags putting up 4 in the 4th inning on account of 3 home runs by Hibbard, Bushiero, and Nomura. Don't go anywhere for your Fairfield Stags. We'll be on defense shortly. Welcome back to Cook Park, folks. I'm Colin Lynch at WVOF Fairfield Radio, where your Fairfield Stags are on top 5-4 in the top of the 5th. Helmstetter will be facing catcher Ashby Vining with the first at-bat of the 5th inning, and the first pitch is a called ball on the inside part of the plate. With the 1-0, that ball just misses the inside part of the plate. Helmstetter bring the heat inside there, but just misses. 2-0 to the catcher Vining. Helmstetter delivers. That is a breaking ball that is batted foul. Great pitch there by Helmstetter. Helmstetter has settled in nicely after the back-to-back home runs in the first inning. With the 2-1. That ball is also fouled back into the parking lot and just misses some cars. And the 2-2. That's grounded to Nomura at short. He handles that nicely and throws on the first for the 6-3 put out. Great hands over there by Nomura at short. Waited on that ball and fired it over to Bergman at first. Routine play for your shortstop who went yard last half inning. And that will bring up number 28, the DH, Tyler Smith. The 0-0 is a high fastball called ball one. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Helmstetter and Smith. Smith 0 for 2 on the day. And the 1-0. That is a breaking ball fouled out of play. That'll put the count at 1-1 with 1 out. And the 1-1 is a fastball high, ball 2. And this fourth pitch at bat is fouled back into the field hockey fields. That'll put the count even at 2-2 here with 1 out. On deck is Ryan Dicey, the left fielder, who is 0 for 2 on the day. And that pitch is called a ball outside, which will put the count full here at 3-2 with 1 out. Let's see what Helmstetter goes with here. And that ball is ripped to center field by Smith. Schmalzley sizes it up, though. And Schmalzley will put that away in center. 2 quick outs here for Helmstetter, and you love to see that after the monstrous offensive inning by your Fairfield Stags. With that put out, that is 2 outs and brings up the left fielder, Dacey. First pitch is a called ball outside. Helmstetter has been looking really nice. Fastball is hit to center to Schmalzley. Schmalzley heading back. Doesn't get a read on it. That drops behind Schmalzley at the track. Dacey gets a stand-up double there. Schmalzley looks like he had a little trouble picking that ball up. He went from shoulder to shoulder trying to get a read on it, and that ball dropped on the warning track. And that'll be an easy stand-up double for Dacey. And that will bring up the third baseman, Logan Baker, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. That ball was in the air for a while, and Schmalzley might have been played a little shallow, and he had to range back quite a way. 0-0 runner on second. First pitch to Baker is inside, ball 1. So Dacey doubles with 2 outs, putting up Baker. Let's see if Helmstetter can work out of this. And the pitch. That is a nice breaking ball that is cut on and hit foul. Really good pitch sequence, those first ones, even though he didn't get the first call. Helmstetter to the lefty, to the righty of Baker, 1-1. And the pitch. That's a breaking ball that's hit to Ferrara at third. Ferrara's going to have to fire that to first. And Bergman stretches, and that is an out. And St. Peter's will leave 1 stranded. Helmstetter has looked nice, bouncing back after the first inning. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags will be up to bat shortly. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park, where your Fairfield Stags are leading the game 5-4 in the bottom of the fifth. We have a new pitcher here for the St. Peter's Peacocks in Logan Wenzel, the lefty sophomore. He'll be facing Zach Sellinger with the first at bat, and the first pitch is in there for strike one. Second pitch is a ball low. Wenzel, the lefty, is working out of the stretch here. And the pitch. Sellinger shoots that one high into right center field. That'll be handled in right over by Wilson. That'll be the first out of the inning. That one was put a mile in the sky.
First baseman, number 24, Bergevin.
With that, that will bring up the first baseman, number 24, Matt Bergevin, who was on base for the Hibbard home run last inning. With the first pitch of that bat, Bergevin fouls that back towards the parking lot. Bergevin 1 for 2 on the day. He fouled out in his first at bat. And the pitch. That is a breaking ball that falls into the zone here for strike two. Wenzel is up 0-2 here to Bergevin. Wenzel working out of the stretch. And the 0-2. That's a fastball high and outside for ball one. Bergevin looking to get on here for Hibbard, who went yard last inning. And the 1-2. Bergevin rips that over to shortstop, but that is handled nicely by Lomasino over at short. With that line out, that will bring up the ever dangerous catcher Ethan Hibbard. Hibbard, 2 for 2 on the day with 3 RBIs. And the pitch. Wenzel starts him with a breaking ball, but that one misses outside for ball one. Hibbard up, 1 ball, 2 outs. That's a breaking ball that catches the dirt, and that'll be ball 2. Bouchiero on deck, he homered last inning too. Third pitch at bat is in there on the inside part of the plate for strike one. The 2-1 from Wenzel to Hibbard. Breaking ball in the dirt, and that'll be a hitter's count here at 3-1 for Ethan Hibbard, the catcher. And the 3-1. That is outside, called ball 4. Now we have a runner on here for Matt Bouchiero, the right fielder.
The right fielder, number 17, Matt Bouchiero.
Bouchiero 1 for 2 on the day with the solo home run that followed Hibbard's 2-run shot in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch high and outside for ball 1. The sun's coming out here, folks, at Cook Park. It's been a cloudy and rainy day so far. Hibbard leads off first, the 1-0. That is a breaking ball, but Bouchiero holds up for ball 2. Wenzel, the lefty, looks Hibbard over at first, and the pitch. That is outside. And that'll be 3-0 to Bouchiero, the hitter. On deck, we have the DH Peyton Warwick, number 4. And that is a 4-pitch walk for Bouchiero, putting up Warwick with 2 on and 2 out.
The DH, number 4, Peyton Warwick.
That is back-to-back walks here for the Stags. and that is 8 balls on the last 9 pitches from Wenzel. Lefty-on-lefty matchup here in Wenzel and Warwick. That's a breaking ball that just misses the inside part of the plate for ball 1. Warwick looking to get some insurance runs here for the Stags. The 1-0. That is a fastball that is grounded down the first base line. Sun will take that himself over the first for the unassisted out. Stags strand 2, but nevertheless we are up 5-4 going into the top of the 6th. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags will be on defense shortly. Welcome back, folks. Cookfield. I'm Colin Lynch here with WVOF Fairfield Radio, and the Fairfield Stags do have a pitching change here with number 33, Peter Austinson, the senior right-handed pitcher out of Staten Island, New York, on the mound. With his first pitch to second baseman Alex Rackus, that is a heater that blows by Rackus for strike 1. With the 0-1 from Austinson. That fastball is a little inside for ball 1, excuse me. Austinson working on the windup, 1-1. Rackus draws bunt, handled by Austinson. Austin throws over to Bergman at first, and that is an out. Rackus tried to draw that up the third baseline, but that went towards the pitcher's mound, and Austinson handled that easily. And get a quick out for Austinson here in the top of the 6th, and that will bring up the first baseman, John Sun. And the first pitch to Sun is a fastball in there for strike 1. Sun is 1 for 2 on the day. And the 0-1 from Austinson. That's a breaking ball that just misses for ball 1. The 1-1, 1 out. That is grounded up to the middle to Nomura. Nomura throws over to first to Bergman. Bergman gets a great stretch. Bergman drops the ball, but that is on the transfer, and that will be a ground out to Nomura. Great play over there by Nomura at shortstop. He had to get that over there in a hurry. Bergman gave a nice stretch. St. Peter's coach does want to talk to the first base umpire about the transfer call. And the umps will have a little meeting in the infield here to discuss the play over at first with Nomura and Bergevin. That grounder wasn't hit all too hard, and Nomura had to get that over there in a hurry. Bergevin did handle it at first, but the ball came out. I do believe the ball came out because he was putting it in his throwing hand for the Fairfield Stags to throw the ball around. But we'll let the umpires discuss this, and don't go anywhere, folks, because we'll be right back here at WVOF Fairfield Radio. After a quick discussion by the umpires, it is ruled an out at first. The ball was dropped on the transfer from Bergevin. And that'll be 2 quick outs here. And that'll bring up the 9-hitter shortstop in Joseph Lomasino. Austinson has had himself a nice top of the 6th inning. Austinson's last appearance was Wednesday against UMass. And for the second pitch, that is a heater in there looking by Lomasino for strike 1. And the third pitch to that bat, that is cut on and missed by Lomasino, putting Austinson up in a pitcher's count 1-2. And the pitch. Fastball outside. It'll be 2-2 with 2 out here. With the 2-2. That is a breaking ball, and Lomasino checks his swing. Checked over there by the first base umpire, and he did not go. That'll put the count full here, 3-2 with 2 outs. Austinson to the shortstop, Lomasino, and Lomasino cuts on and misses past the heater. That is a strikeout for Austinson to end the half inning. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags will be up to bat. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park here. I am Colin Lynch with WVOF Fairfield Radio. Leading off for your Fairfield Stags will be the shortstop, Luke Nomura, who did homer here in the 4th inning. Nomura is 1 for 2 on the day with a fielder's choice. And with the first pitch, Nomura drives that into left field. Nomura might go for 2 here. With the throw from left, Nomura is beat over at second base. Nomura tried to get in there with a head-first slide, and Nomura is gunned by the left fielder, Ryan Dacey. Alex Rackus put a nice tag over Nomura at first. That ball was looped over the third baseman, and Nomura thought he'd get 2 there, but he is gunned down at second base. With 1 out, that'll bring up Paul Catalano, the pinch hitter. Catalano subbing in for Lucier. Catalano with the second pitch at bat rips it to center field. Greco handles that nicely on one hop and throws it in. But that is a nice pinch hit for Catalano. With that single, that will bring up your center fielder, number 22, TJ Smallsley. Catalano with a great pinch hit. First pitch to that bat is the ball high. Logan Wenzel, the lefty, still on the mound. Looks over Catalano at first. Back to Smallsley. Back to Catalano, back to Smallsley, and the pitch. That is a fastball in there for strike 2. Excuse me, strike 1. With the third pitch at bat, Catalano's going out first. The throw to second, Catalano is out at second. What a pick and tag from Rackus at second, thrown out by the catcher Vining. The Stags do have 2 hits this inning, but do have nothing to show for it with no runners on and 2 outs. You do not like to see that here. With that, Schmalzer will be up with 2 outs with a 2-1 count. Schmalzer grounds that to shortstop. Thrown over to first, and Schmalzer will be retired. Lamasino to Sun over at first, and that will leave the Stags with 0 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags will be in the field. Welcome back, folks. Cook Park here. I'm Colin Lynch here at WVOF Fairfield. It is the top of the 7th inning, and Peter Austinson is still on the mound. First pitch is fouled back, and that ball drops in the infield. A lot of commotion. That ball was about 4 feet in front of the plate. Farrar ranged from third over to get the ball, but did not come up with it. And that will be a hit. That will not be ruled a hit, actually. But that will leave a runner on first for Brendan Wilson, who's had himself a game. That ball was batted off the bat of Garrett Greco. Wilson is 1 for 2 this game with a home run and a walk. Man on first, no out. Austinson out of the stretch. He throws over, but Greco gets back easily. With the first pitch to Wilson. That'll be a pass ball, and Greco will take second. He rounds second, looking where the ball is. Hibbard comes up with it. Now we have a man on second with no 1 out for Wilson, who already has 2 RBIs in this game on account of his home run in the top of the 1st. Austin checks Greco over at first, but does not throw. The 1-0 from Austin. That's a fastball in there for strike one on the inner part of the plate. On deck is the catcher, Ashby Vining, who also homered in this game and has a single. 2 for 3 on the day for him. There's a breaking ball fouled in front of the catcher, but that loops into foul territory. That had a lot of spin on it. It was a little chopper, 5 feet down the first base line, but rolls foul. The count is 1-2, folks, with a man on second, account of the infield pop-up error. With the 1-2 from Austinson. That ball just misses the outside and puts the count even at 2-2. And the 2-2. Outside for ball 3. Hibbert handles that nicely, as that almost was another pass ball. With the full count here, Greco at second, Wilson the hitter. That is a breaking ball in foul territory. Hibbert gives a run for it, but that will go out of play. Hibbert runs in the dugout. Hopefully he is okay. Good hustle by the catcher, Hibbert. 3-2, man on second with no out, with a 2-hitter of Wilson up. And the full count. That ball just misses the outside part of the plate for ball 4. And I'll put a runner on first and second with no one out for the 3-hitter Ashby Vining, who went over the right field wall in the first inning. St. Peter's is doing a little runners meeting here with Vining, Greco, and Wilson. St. Peter's are looking to do anything to get some runners in here. With no outs and 2 men on, let's see what the Peacocks are looking to draw up here. Austinson has held his own so far. This is the most trouble he's been in. The runners go back to their bases, and Vining steps up to the plate. Nomura gives a quick chat to Austinson. Sellinger gives some signs to Austinson. Middle infielders doing a little work here. Little shift. Draws bunt and pulls back and sends this one out to right center, and that ball will go over the fence for a 2-run home run. Ashby Vining showed bunt, pulled back, and sent that one to right center field for his second opposite field home run of the game. And that will be a 3-run home run for the catcher. With no outs in the top of the 7th, the first 3 hitters for the St. Peter's Peacocks will touch home. And that will bring up the DH, number 28, Tyler Smith. 7-5 here now on account of the 3 runs in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Ossenson is a fastball in there for strike 1. Vining with some really nice hands there. Showed bunt, pulled back, took the fastball out to right center. Smith fouls that towards short left field. Nomura wants it, and Nomura gets it. That'll be the first out of the inning. Nomura was about 15 feet into short left field. Always good to get a quick out after a home run given up. With that, that'll bring up the left fielder, Ryan Dacey. He's 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch is fouled back by Dacey. Austinson gets ahead here, 0-1. with the 0-1. That ball's bounced in the dirt here. That'll even count 1-1. The wind's picking up here at Cook Park, blowing out towards right field. Third pitch to the at-bat is also bounced in the dirt. That'll put the count 2-1. Austinson out of the windup, the 2-1. That is fouled back by Dacey, which will even the count again here at 2-2. Let's see what Austinson does here. That ball just misses the upper part of the zone, and we'll put the count full here at 3-2. The full count from Austinson to Dacey. That is grounded over to Bergman at first. Austinson heads over to first, and that'll be a put away. Good pitcher fielding practice there over there by Austinson. Got right off the mound as soon as it was grounded over to Bergman at first. Two quick bounce back outs for Austinson here after the 3-run home run off the bat of the catcher, Ashby Vining. With that put out by Austinson, that will bring up the third baseman, Logan Baker, who is 1 for 3 on the day. And that first pitch to that bat will be a swinging strike to put Austinson ahead here. With the second pitch to the at bat, that is another fastball in there for strike 2. Austinson bouncing back strong after the 3-run home run. Let's see if he can put him away here on 3 pitches. And the pitch. He makes Baker look silly on that breaking ball. After 2 straight fastballs, Austinson will retire Baker. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags will be up to bat shortly. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park. I'm Colin Lynch here with WVOF Fairfield. And for your Fairfield Stags, the top of the order of Dean Ferrara will be up, followed by Zach Sellinger and Matt Bergman. And the first pitch at bat is hit into shallow left field by Ferrara. That might be trouble here, but that is handled in shallow center field by Garrett Greco. Ferrara was perched swinging there. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 5, Zach Sellinger.
Number 5, Zach Sellinger.
And the first pitch to Sellinger. It's a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Logan Wenzel still on the mound for St. Peter's. Second pitch of that bat is grounded down the third baseline and was not handled by Baker. That will be credited a hit for Zach Sellinger, as that was roped down the line, and Baker had to make a diving attempt, but he knocked it down, but could not make a play at first.
Number 24,
Great piece of hitting by the second baseman, Sellinger. Now up, the first baseman, number 24, Matt Bergman. Sellinger with the leadoff at first. First pitch is a breaking ball that loops in the zone for strike 1. 0-1 with a man on first in Sellinger. And the pitch. Another breaking ball and misses the top of the zone. We'll even the count at 1-1. 1-1, 1 on, 1 out. With Bergevin, the first baseman, up. And the third pitch of the at-bat. Bergevin sends that down the right field line, but that will go foul out of play. That'll put Wenzel ahead of the count here, 1-2. The lefty has done himself well since coming in the game. Has not surrendered a run yet. Wenzel with the 1-2. That'll be a fastball a little high to Bergevin. That'll put the count at 2-2. Count even here at 2-2 with Sellinger at first. That is a breaking ball that just misses the outside part of the plate from Wenzel. Bergevin up here with the full count. Sellinger leading off first. Wenzel the lefty keeping an eye on Sellinger over at first. With the 3-2. That hits the inside part of the plate and Bergevin goes down looking. Bergevin did not like the call here. But that will bring up the catcher, number 31, Ethan Hibbard, with 2 outs and a runner on first.
The catcher, number 31, Ethan Hibbard.
Hibbard's had himself a day here. 2-2. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. Hibbard had the first home run for the Stags back in the 4th inning. Let's see what he can do here. That is a pass ball, and Sellinger will take second easily. Puts the count at 2-0 to the ever-dangerous Ethan Hibbard. Stags and Peacocks each have 10 hits apiece. 10 hits apiece. But the Peacocks have more to show for it with the 7 runs compared to Fairfield's 5. Man on second. The 2-0 to Hibbard is outside for ball 3. Hibbard looking for someone to crush here, maybe tie the score. 3-0. Hitters count. 3-0 from Wenzel. That was a fastball ripped past the third baseman, and Sellinger will score on that. Hibbard rounds first, but heads back to first. And that is an RBI single at the hands of Ethan Hibbard, who is 3 for 3 on the day now, having a monstrous day at the plate. Sellinger, right off the bat, knew he was going for, and he rounded third nicely, and there was no contest at the plate.
Right fielder, number 17, Matt Bucciero.
And that will bring up Bucciero, who also homered in this game. Bucciero looks at the first pitch breaking ball that goes in there for strike 1. And the pitch. That is a breaking ball fouled back by Bucciero. Oh, 2 on Bucciero here with 2 outs and Hibbard leading off first. And the pitch. That is the first ball of at bat high. Bucciero laid off. And the 1-2. That is an outside, and that will even the count here at 2-2. Hibbard on first, 2 outs. Bucciero looking to do anything he can do here to move Hibbard over. And that breaking ball misses, and that'll put the count full here at 3-2. Count was 0-2, and Bucciero worked back with a great eye. 3-2, 2 outs. Hibbard will be moving on the pitch. And that is low, and that was pass ball. Hibbard rounds second, but he heads back. There's a throw over to second, but Hibbard gets back in there safely. Great at bat from Bucciero. After seeing the first 2 strikes, he battles back and sees 4 straight balls. Love to see it to get the DH and Peyton Warwick, number 4, up.
Number 4, Peyton Warwick.
Great at-bat from Boucher. You love to see it. Very disciplined up there. Warwick, the lefty, against Wenzel, the lefty. 2 outs, 2 on. First pitch fastball tipped into the mitt of Vining. Vining, the catcher, is having himself a day for St. Peter's with 2 home runs himself. The 0-1 from Wenzel. That is inside for ball 1, putting it even here. Two on, 2 out here for the DH. Warwick swings and misses for strike 2. Let's see what the DH can do here for your Fairfield Stags. Hibbert showing him signs at second. And that'll be fouled out of play by Warwick, hitting the St. Peter's dugout. The wind is picking up, folks, and is headed out towards right field at the moment. Warwick, the lefty, that it does play into his advantage. Let's see what happens here. And the pitch from Wenzel. High for ball 2. Wenzel brought the heat there, but could not locate it. With the 2-2. That is a curveball that gets Warwick looking for strike 3. The Stags strand 2, but come away with 1 run, leaving the score at 7-6. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags will be on defense shortly.
The second baseman, number 19, Alex.
Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park. I'm Colin Lynch here at WVOF Fairfield Radio. Austinson still on the mound for your Stags, and he'll face the 7, 8, 9 hitters of Rackus, Sun, and Lamasino. The first pitch to Rackus is in the dirt for ball 1. It is the top of the 8 folks here, and the Peacocks are leading 7-6. Second pitch to that bat is ripped, but foul out of play. That evens the count at 1-1 here. This has been a back and forth game, folks. Third pitch to that bat just misses the outside part of the plate for ball 2. Austinson working from the windup. The 2-1. Fastball ripped by Rockets to center. Schmalzley headed back at the track, and Schmalzley comes up with it. What a play by Schmalzley, headed towards the warning track, and he crashes into the wall after making a catch. Schmalzley had to range all the way to right center towards the flagpole to get that one, and falls into the fence after. What a play in center by TJ Schmalzley. And that will, with that Schmalzley catch, that will bring up the first baseman and John Sun. First pitch from Austinson is caught on and missed by Johnson. Austinson brought the heat there. With the second pitch at the bat, that is fouled back. And that'll put Austinson ahead in the count 0-2. Let's see what he does here, being ahead. Sun, the 8-hitter, is 1 for 3 on the day. And the pitch from Austinson. Fouled back. Sun stays alive here. And the delivery from Austinson with 0-2. That ball is in the dirt for ball 1. Austinson tried to go with the off speed there, but could not get a grip on the ball. The 1-2 and 1 out from Austinson to Sun. That is foul tipped, but out of the glove. And that'll be foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. Great pitch from Austinson there. Sun could not catch up on the heat. And that'll give 2 quick outs to Austinson after having a rough top of the 7th inning. And that'll bring up the 9-hitter, shortstop Joseph Lomasino. Lomasino draws bunt. That goes down the third base line, but it'll roll foul. It was in fair territory, but Ferrara picked it up when it was foul. That'll be the first strike of the at-bat. St. Peter's bunting with 2 outs here. Ferrara was played deep at third. Let's see if they go back to it. Austin up 0-1 in the account. And the pitch. That fastball just misses low from Austinson, and that'll put the count at 1-1. With the 1-1. That is ripped by Lomasino into left field, handled by Catalano, who took over for Lucier. And that'll be a 2-out hit for the shortstop in Lomasino, and that'll bring back the top of the order in Garrett Grego, who's had himself a nice game himself. That was Lomasino's first hit of the ball game, and that will bring the top of the order up. Austinson from the stretch throws over, and he picks off Lomasino at first, and that will end the inning. Lomasino might have been going towards second. He took a shift over towards second, and Austinson threw over, and he pins him at first. You got to love that, Fairfield. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we'll be right back here for Fairfield's offense. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park. I'm Colin Lynch here at Fairfield, at WVOF Fairfield Radio, and we have a pitching change for your St. Peter's for the St. Peter's Peacocks. Number 27, John Wade, the junior, out of Brick, New Jersey, and for his first hitter, he will face the shortstop in Luke Nomura. First pitch of the bat is outside for ball one. Nomura is 2 for 3 on the day. Nomura got thrown out at second his last at bat after trying to stretch a single into a double with the 1-0. Second pitch of the at bat is inside for ball two. Nomura has had himself quite a day, both behind the plate and infield at shortstop. And that fastball is in there for strike one. Two-one to the shortstop, Nomura. The delivery from Wade. Nomura rips that towards right center, and that is a no-doubter off the bat of Nomura. Oh my God, that ends up towards 10 block. And Nomura ties the ball game with one swing of the bat. You gotta love it here. Let's go, Fairfield. With that home run, that will bring up the left fielder and Paul Catalano. With Nomura's second home run of the game, you gotta love it from the shortstop, bringing the juice. With no outs, that will bring up the left fielder, Paul Catalano.
Left fielder, number 10, Paul Catalano.
Let's see what Catalano can do to follow Nomura there. And Catalano rips that down the right field line. Wilson gives chase to it. Catalano, that will drop, and Catalano will head towards two. Wilson throws it into second, but Catalano will head in there with a double and hits the Michael Jackson dance. The bats are alive here, folks, in the bottom of the eighth for your Fairfield Stags, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 22, TJ Smallsley. Catalano subbed in for Lucier in the 6th inning and has delivered since then, being 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Now there will be a quick meeting on the mound here after those two great hits by the Fairfield Stags. First by Nomura hitting the opposite field, no doubt home run, and then Paul Catalano, the lefty, ripping one down the right field line for a double. The Stags have a man on second with no outs here for the 9-hitter TJ Smallsley. If Smallsley can get over Catalano to third, that will bring up the top of the lineup in Ferrara to get him in with one out. And that will put the Stags up here in the bottom of the 8th. Right now it's lost situational baseball, what they're discussing and going over. Let's see what each team does here. Let's see how St. Peter's attacks the 9-hitter in Schmalsley, and then see what Schmalsley does here for the Fairfield Stags. Maybe he lays one down. That's why the first baseman, John Sun, is up in the infield grass. Schmalsley does have a single in this game. First pitch is low to Schmalsley for ball one. Boy, that home run by Nomura got the boys in the dugout buzzing. They were jumping and jawing. And followed by Catalano's double down the line. And the 1-0 to Schmalsley. Schmalsley is plunked by the breaking ball. And that'll put a man on second and first for the leadoff hitter in Ferrara. That one got away from Wade. Wade tried to throw a curveball in there, but got let loose of it. And that plunks Schmalsley on the back. Seven to 7 in the bottom of the 8th. The Stags have tallied one here. No outs, 2 on. John Sun, the first baseman, is about 20 feet away. And Dean Ferrara lays down a bunt, but that is popped up. And Sun will catch that. You hate to see that. First pitch bunt popped up and caught. You always got to try and keep those on the ground there. But with that pop out to Sun at first, that will bring up the second baseman, and Zach Sellinger. Sellinger has had himself quite the day, going 2 for 4. With the first pitch to the bat. That is high for ball one to Sellinger. Sellinger hitting .313 on the year. slugging 406. Let's see what he can do with a run on second and first. And the pitch to Sellinger. That ball's inside for ball 2. Wade working on the stretch with runners on. 1 out. That ball hits the top of the zone for strike 1 to Sellinger, the second baseman. The wind's blowing here heavy out to right field, where most of the home runs in this game have been. Sellinger, the righty, against Wade, the righty. That ball's in the dirt for ball 3. 3-1 hitters count here to Sellinger, the second baseman. Paul Catalano, the left fielder, on second, with TJ Smallsley, the center fielder, on first. The outfield in St. Peter's is shifted a little towards left. And that ball misses inside for ball 4. And Sellinger will walk, putting up the 3-hitter in Matt Bergevin. Great at-bat there by Sellinger. That will load the bases here, folks, and there will be a visit to the mound, and there will be a pitching change. Don't go anywhere, folks, for your Fairfield Stags have the bases loaded with 1 out, and Matt Bergevin coming up. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park, where your Fairfield Stags have came alive in the bottom of the 8th. After the home run by Luke Nomura, the Stags now have bases loaded for the 3-hitter and Matt Bergevin up. Bases loaded here with 1 out. The first baseman and John Sun is the only one on the infield grass. First pitch at bat. Bergevin's first pitch swinging, but that fouls it off down the right field behind. Bergevin 1 for 4 on the day, looking to make his mark in today's game. 1 in the hole might score 4 with the speedy Schmalzley on first. Second pitch at bat is fouled into the net, and that'll be 0-2. Schmalzley at first could definitely get home on a ball in the gap. You saw earlier in last 2 innings ago, he ranged back at the track and made a catch against the wall. That was very impressive. He's got a decent lead as he's not being held on at first by John Sun. With the 0-2 to Bergevin. There's a breaking ball high, and Bergevin does not bite. With the 1-2 to Bergevin. And that's swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll be 2 outs for the Fairfield Stags.
The catcher, number 31, Ethan Hibbard.
Number 35, Jared Jacket, is pitching for the St. Peter's Peacocks now against the ever-dangerous Ethan Hibbard with bases loaded and 2 outs. And the first pitch of that bat is in there for strike 1. Jared Jacket is a freshman right-handed pitcher. Bottom of the 8, 2 outs, bases loaded for Hibbard. Fastball adjustment is the outside corner, and that will put the count even at 1-1. Hibbard has 4 RBIs on the day already. Hibbard cuts and fouls that back to the net. Hibbard looking for anything he could drive. The clouds have passed and the sun is out here at Cook Field. Infielders playing deep. And the pitch. That's in the dirt! And Catalano will head towards home and he will score! And Catalano gets to home on the pass ball and both runners advance in Schmalzley and Sellinger. Schmalzley at third, Sellinger at second. Catalano scores on the wild pitch. You love to see it here. Takes a lot of pressure off Hibbard here, the hitter. With that said, it is a 2-2 count here to Hibbard. And the pitch. Hibbard fouls that off, staying alive here. Back into the parking lot. Two, 2 on, 2 out for the ever-dangerous Ethan Hibbard. And that is a curveball that Hibbard does a check swing foul ball to stay alive there. It's kind of a panic swing by Hibbard, but he's still up to the box for the next pitch. Hibbard rocking the no batting gloves with the 2-2. Hibbard sends that to left field. Dacey sizes that up and catches it. And that'll be the third out of the inning. Nevertheless, the Stags tally 2 off the Zach Nomura with the solo home run and Paul Catalano stealing home on the pass ball. The Stags are up 8-7. Don't go anywhere, folks, because your Fairfield Stags will be in the field for the top of the 9th inning. Welcome back, folks, to Cook Park. I'm Colin Lynch here with WVOF Fairfield Radio, and your Stags are up 8-7 on account of tallying 2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here on the mound for the Fairfield Stags is number 30, Jack Urbick, the grad student out of Skillman, New Jersey, looking for the save opportunity. And that will bring up the leadoff hitter, Garrett Grego. First pitch to Grego is a high ball 1. Urbic's last outing was Wednesday against UMass. He's looking to settle in here and get the save. Second pitch at bat. That is a breaking ball low for ball 2. Hibbard goes out to Urbic to have a little chat. Just tell him to have a little fun. This might be the sunniest it's been here all day at Cook Park here in the top of the 9th. Urbic working out of the stretch, the 2-0. That's a fastball that hits the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Urbic working quickly out of the stretch. The 2-1 from Urbic to Greco. Greco draws ball but pulls back as that ball is in the dirt for ball 3. 3-1 to the leadoff Greco. Up next is Brendan Wilson, who did hit a 2-run shot in the first inning. There's been a common theme of homers out to right field in this game today. The 3-1. Ooh, and that is a called strike on the outer part of the plate. Greco did not like that. He was about to toss his bat to the dugout and head towards first, but that will put the count full here with no outs. And Urbic's delivery to Greco, the center fielder. That one just missed the outside part of the plate for ball 4. Good at bat from Greco. And that will bring up the right fielder in Brendan Wilson. No one out with 1 on for the right fielder in Brendan Wilson. Up next is Ashby Vining, who has gone yard twice in this game. First pitch is a breaking ball that loops into the zone for strike 1. Greco with the lead off first. Urbic looks him back. Urbic throws over to Greco at first. Bergman applies the tag, but Greco is back in there, and he'll be safe. You surely don't want Greco, the speedster, getting the second there. Urbic throws over again, but Greco gets back safely. The 0-1 from Urbic. Another breaking ball that falls into the zone for strike 2. Wilson does not like the call. Oh, 2 here from Urbic. And Greco's going for 2. The throw down from... And he is out with a tag by Sellinger. From Hibbert to Sellinger. That is what you want here in the top of the 9th. Taking out the speedster and Greco. Hibbert picked that out of the dirt and fired it onto Sellinger over at second. He applied the great tag. That was a bang-bang play over at 2. And that takes a lot of relief off Urbic's shoulders with the speedster of Greco off the base with the 1-2 count here to the right fielder and Brendan Wilson. And the pitch. And that is cut on and missed for strike 3. What a pitch by Urbic, and you gotta love it. From going with no outs to the man on first to 2 outs. And that will bring up the dangerous Ashby Vining, who has gone over the right field wall twice in this game so far. One swing of the bat could tie it here, folks. Urbic's got to be careful. Maybe pinch him inside here. And the pitch. That is a breaking ball cut on and fouled down the third baseline. Urbic's been getting ahead in the counts. The 0-1 from Urbic. That is a nice breaking ball, but Vining holds up his check swing. Urbic, the grad student, with the 1-1 delivery. And that is a breaking ball that just misses the outside part of the plate. 2-1 here with 2 outs to the catcher Vining. Ball 3 is in the dirt, and that will put the count to 3-1 with the dangerous Ashby Vining up. Let's see what Urbic goes to here with the 3-1. Sellinger shaded towards second base. Urbic goes with the breaking ball that misses the bottom of the zone, and that will put Vining on first base with the DH, number 28, Tyler Smith, up to the plate. Two outs here, 1 on for the DH Smith. Vining, the catcher, leads off first. Urbic looks him back. The 0-0 from Urbic. That is strike 1 in the zone. Urbic attacked outer part of the plate here to begin the at-bat. Wants Smith to earn this hit. And that is hit deep to center field. Schmalzley sizes it up. And that is caught by Schmalzley. And your Fairfield Stags will win the baseball game at a score of 8-7. What a game played here by both teams. Fairfield Stags were down 7-6 in the 8th, but Nomura's home run and Catalano scoring on the pass ball puts them past St. Peter's Peacocks and gets the dub. Urbic gets the save on the mound. And folks, thank you for tuning in to Fairfield, to WVOF at Fairfield. I'm Colin Lynch, and have a great night.